Hello, my friends. This is just a quick video on me sharing my experience of what it's like being on a carnivore diet, or let's say animal type of diet, and visiting Nigeria after a very long time. So this is real actual experience. Okay. So I've only been here which is in Nigeria, for about a week plus, and I've tried to maintain my carnivore lifestyle. In planning that, we have opted for more of an Airbnb rather than going to a hotel. So that will give me options to cook my own food. We've stationed ourselves nearer to a place with supermarkets where you have easy access to food, which is you literally can walk down to the shops and supermarkets. Nigeria is like a giant market on its own, but this is easy access to the main supermarket where you can do your shopping. So that's what I have done. And that's really my preparation in staying on a carnivore diet. So once I arrived, the first thing I did, madness, when I arrived in Lagos, was go straight to the Suya point. The airport is in Ikeja. We arrived quite late. So we went to, I think it's University Suya. Oh, and we got a big bag of Suya. And that Suya was delicious. Wow. Even though I'm on a carnivore diet. If you're strict carnivore, Suya might not be an option for you unless you ask them to omit like the pepper, the yaji, which is the kind of key spice in which they use in pepper in making the suya be suya, as in taste like suya, as we call it. And it was fantastic. I don't mind because I still use my spices, so that was fine for me. And I really enjoyed the suya. That was nice. So that was my welcome to Nigeria suya. So the following day, I went out to do a bit of shopping. I got some Greek yogurt, some berries, which I've started to add to my diet. And I also got some beef. Being that I went to shop at the supermarket, I did not actually find fresh beef like when you actually go to the market. I thought, okay, being that I've been away for a long time, my stomach might not accept. I have to be very mindful. Even though I'm cooking myself, my mind was telling me I have to be mindful of where I buy the meat from. So yeah, we bought the meat at the supermarket and I did cook at home. I bought goat meat. I'll show it to you here. And it has the skin on it. If you live in the UK, for some reason, most of the goat meat there doesn't have the skin on it. The skin is removed. I need to find out the reason why the skin is removed. So I cooked it. Being that I'm staying in an Airbnb, I wasn't able to do the proper Asun, where you actually roast the meat, not roast. You can grill your meat, even though there's an oven there, but I couldn't be bothered fiddling around trying to understand how the oven works there. I basically pre-boiled it, fried it lightly, and I made Asun the best way I could out of it. And it tasted nice. Now, remember, I haven't been around for a very long time. While it tasted nice, man, I had diarrhea afterwards, and I don't know why. It was terrible. My stomach grumbled like mad after that. So I became a bit like, oh dear me. I guess my immune system has not adjusted to the food here. So that was that. So my point is, sometimes we need to factor in the fact that we've been away for a long time. Yes, Nigeria is such a beautiful country for when it comes, because it's meat loving. You get natural, organic foods, mostly, especially if you live in the village or go to the village. You could get fresh meat. Just go to where it's actually slaughtered in the mornings and you get your fresh meat. I think that's what I'm going to do for next week. I'll get someone to go to the market for me in the morning, quite early in the morning, and get me some fresh meat. And let's see how my stomach adapts to that. So that's my new plan now. In the meantime, I would maybe try suya again, which I actually did try, but in a different area. But what happened when I tried suya in a different area is, man, it tasted terrible. I said, that's it, no more suya while I'm here. So there's a difference in taste in suyas. I don't know. It feels like it's more of a craft, and some are better than others. That one tasted terrible, and this was in Victoria Island, tasted like crap. So I said to myself, that's it. I'm no longer having this suya anymore. I will just have to prepare what I feel like eating. So what I've opted for so far is grilled meat. The reason why I've opted for grilled meat is so I can omit the unnecessary oils that they use to prepare the meat. So I've opted for grilled meat and I tell them exactly how I like it. So that has worked quite well for me. My options are not so much now. So in the mornings, I have eggs. I have at least 3 to 4 eggs. And I have some Greek yogurt. They do have Greek yogurt, and I try and stick to the local Greek yogurt. So that's what I have in the morning. What I noticed though with the eggs is, I'm not sure if it's me or it's the eggs I eat in the UK. I felt the eggs tasted terrible. They were tasteless. I don't know if that makes sense. So where am I at now? So in the morning, I have some eggs, I have some Greek yogurt. In the afternoon, there's a shop around the corner. I just get some grilled beef. Now, they're very naughty because for some reason, they can sense that you don't have a clue of how they operate and they just give you a price. Stupid people. I actually had to fight them. So 3 sticks of grilled beef, just like our normal kebab sticks, they were charging me about 12,000 naira, and I'll put the price there. I thought that was a lot of money, but I paid it anyway because I needed my beef. And the fact that it was grilled, I was very happy with that. So that's what I'm having for now. The key takeaway here is the reality of going on or staying on a carnivore when you're in a different country or when you're in Nigeria may be a bit challenging, because I have found it a bit challenging staying on that lifestyle. Although I am staying on it, I'm not going totally off being on a carnivore diet, not at all. You have to be very selective, which is what I'm doing. You hope your stomach would adapt to the beef here, because I've had diarrhea twice in 2 weeks. Sorry if you're having something to eat. And this is by cooking my own meat, actually going to the store, buying the meat, trying to cook it myself. So I'm not sure what that is about. So I wasn't too happy about that. My friend is coming to pick me up in the next hour. We most likely will go to a steakhouse and we'll try that. I'll still try to eat out. I haven't actually really eaten out per se, aside from going to that shop where I get them to get the meat grilled. And that's, my stomach has adapted to that, at least for now. But today I'm going to try some steak. I'll show you some videos if I manage to take any, and I'll add it to the video. So I think that's it for now. This is, like I said, a very brief video to give you an update on carnivore diets if you're visiting Nigeria. If you're staying in Nigeria for a very long time, you would have time to work out what works for you, what your stomach is happy with in the long run. But if you're here for a short period, i.e. 2-3 weeks, it can be challenging. I've only been here for 2 weeks and I've had diarrhea twice, and it makes me stress about trying eating something else or something new, because it's not a pleasant experience to have your belly rumbling and you getting up 10,000 times at night to just go to the loo. So it's not really nice. But that's the reality, really, of being on a carnivore diet here. Long term, it works out because you would have time to adapt. Short term, it can be challenging. And I hope this helps. It's not me just chatting. And thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day and God bless you.